Hello, my name is Carmen Rizzo. I am a record producer and electronic musician, a DJ, and all kinds of stuff. I also play baseball on the weekends. And I'm here at my studio, which is in Los Angeles. It's actually downtown LA. And I'm here to talk a little bit about Rob Papen's wonderful synthesizers and audio plugins. This is a screenshot from a session from a song from my current album. And you can see here there's Predator, subboom bass, and his reverb, which is probably the most underrated reverb out there. I'm a huge fan of it. And I'm just going to play you a few bars of a song of mine that I use a lot of the Predator. So that bass and synth line was done only on Predator. I'm a huge fan of that synth. I'd have to say if I was on a desert island with just a handful of synths, I would pick Predator as one of them. It's one of my favorite synths. You can do a lot with that synthesizer without getting too technical. It's probably built for electronic music, but you'd be surprised how kind of warm and soft and kind of analogy that you can get for pop music or even rock music. It's not built just for dance music. Subboom bass, which is a newer plugin that Rob makes, is fantastic for bass, and again, probably built for electronic music, but there's a lot of great usage for it, for drums, for kick drums. It's got a lot of kind of hidden tricks in that synth. But one of my favorite ones, I have to say, is the reverb, which, like I said earlier, is maybe the most underrated reverb plugin out there. And I think people don't give enough credit to synth makers for their effects, because I think people just assume with keyboards in general that if you want reverb or delay, you have to go to some sort of A-list reverb or delay, and I think that's just a myth that's wrong. A lot of these guys put a lot of time and effort into their reverbs, into their internal effects, and I tried to take advantage of them. And Rob's done a fantastic job with this reverb. I use it in Pro Tools, which is our task, but I know it's VST and I believe AU. I don't use Logic, but it's a fantastic reverb, and I'm really hoping that Rob comes out with some other audio plugins. I'm hoping that he's going to come out with some other things like delays, because I love them. Hello, this is Carmen Rizzo again. I wanted to talk a second about Rob Papen's reverb, which I'm a huge fan of. This is a track from my current album, and the song is called Bring the Mountain Down, and it's with a singer called Grantley Phillips, who's a very dear friend of mine, and we've done a whole bunch of stuff together. But I figured I would show you this to show off the great reverb. In this case, with Grant, who has an amazing voice, as you'll hear, you can't really do wrong with his voice. But how I treat a reverb with vocalists is kind of you feel it more than you hear it. I don't want it to be too affected, especially if it's a fantastic singer. So I'm going to A/B what he sounds like in the track with his reverb and without the reverb, okay? Effect.
Smoke in the air,
this is without the effect.
Ash on the leaves, war in the round.
You can hear the wonderful warmth that the reverb is giving the voice, just enough.
Before this
one great quality of the reverb is it has a distortion knob that you can add just enough dirt so it's not too clean. you can tell this reverb is an amazing, amazing reverb. Best kept secret of mine.